Want to hear something cool besides my voice? The fact that your desires are your destiny. I was at an event last month and this amazing woman said that, and I was like, fuck, that makes so much sense. Like the desires that we have, I call them whispers, like whispers from our higher self or like guides or even a different version of ourselves from a different timeline being like, go that way, avoid that, like lean in, run sis, like whatever. Like that is helping us get in the direction of those destinies. Like those steps that are being asked of us out of those whispers will help us get into the frequency of matching and meeting and pulling in those desires. Because often, probably, our desires are us being a different version of ourselves than where we are now. So that means that we do need to evolve into that version of ourselves to be able to call it in, hold it, receive it, play with it, be it, embody it, live it. And I just want you to know that I'm scared of mine. I'm scared of mine. There's been shit I've just been sitting on for years, and it's mostly using my voice. I've been conditioned and just in the beliefs of like my voice is helpful under these certain like containers, which is usually just work, right? I'm hired for my opinion and skill sets. My voice matters. And I'm kind of like a late bloomer in the social media game as an elder millennial and just been focused on so many other things to really like lean into like my experience matters. No matter if like my experience is what I feel like is less or not as or cool or whatever. Like what do I have to share? You know, that's something that I have often diminished myself. Like I'm definitely crawling out, starting to, of a self-gaslighting, self-denial phase that I've been in about all these whispers, about all these desires that I have about using my voice to share my story, using my voice to make an impact, using my experience. Like I've been really learning more about myself, and as a manifestor in human design, a life path 1, and just a triple water sign in general, like I have a lot of power and wisdom and impact and leadership in me. And I haven't been leaning into it. I've been hiding that because of a variety of topics. And I'm like, I'm getting to a point at almost 41 where I'm like, no, like my purpose in life is not just to work at a corporate job or in corporate. Absolutely not. And like we're all here to walk each other home and find our soul family. And the only way that we can find our soul family, not the only way, one of the ways is we can find our soul family is by putting ourselves out there. So that way we put literally a frequency out there in the collective. So the people who are already seeking what we have and want to talk about and want to offer can find us, because resonance attracts resonance. So think about all the people that you have already been aligned with or connected to or resonant with, and they're offering something, or even if it's just motivation or inspiration or a laugh or even a product or a course or a book, like whatever. Like that only works because the other person put themselves out there. And so I just want you to know, like, that's what I will be working through. That's like me is like the focus of me has to be my number one, and like my exploration of me, my re-exploration, my re-meeting of myself, and like revalidating the magic I have that's outside of work. Like I still literally struggle with my identity of like, I'll just still say I'm a creative director, even though I don't fully resonate with that anymore. But like, I dismiss a lot of this beautiful stuff that I am, that is more of the feminine side of things that we're all taught to be more dismissive, because it's not like effective or a deliverable is met or a clear impact, measurable impact is being made. But it's like, I'm a fucking connector. I'm a leader. I'm a fucking safe space. I am authentic, vulnerable. I'm funny. I'm a great, just hype woman. I love, like, I have these desires to facilitate more spaces. I have a desire to learn more about plant medicine. I have a desire to just be in the power of those feminine qualities, my creativity, my emotions. Like I want to lean into my triple water sign and my big emotions that I was told I was too sensitive a lot growing up, or like that's magic. And other people are looking for that and need that. And like I need theirs. So I say all this to say, what are your desires? What are your whispers? And what are you doing about them? And are you also in the gaslight self-denial club? I love you. I'm with you. And like, I'm here for you, because it's hard to go from sometimes going from a conditioned belief about yourself to like getting out of your comfort zone and like taking the baby steps, embracing the cringe. Thank you, Corey. And just doing it anyway and just seeing where it leads, and the trust and the surrender and the blah, blah, blah. So if you have been having whispers around putting yourself out there more, or just anything, whatever that is, like, I'd love to hear what they are and what your fears are around that, because it'll help me feel like I'm not alone. But I also know if I'm tapping into fears, it's also the collective too, you know? So I would love to just witness you all and see what your whispers are and what you're scared about it, and hype you up. And who knows where we could go, but like, I just really plan to choose me in a lot of different ways this year. I probably will be leaning into a lot more of this stuff. And I've always, and I've had several friends that are so sweet to say that I could have a podcast. And I want to learn digital marketing. And so I am taking courses on that as well. And yeah, I'll probably be looking to sell different things in the digital space, because that's just the age we live in, and I want to embrace it. I want to have different streams of income, and I want to be able to be paid to be my authentic self and not just give away a lot of my fucking energy to a company or corporation, leaving me depleted on the energy and time I give back to myself. And so I am going to have to embrace the cringe and get out of my comfort zone. Fuck. And there's a part of me that's like scared and wants to stay like small and unseen and be like, oh, no one cares about what you have to say, or like, why would they believe you? Or, oh my God, you're gonna look so stupid doing that. Well, you know what? Who cares? Because I buy from people who sell shit online all the time. I love and save people posts all the time. I share people's posts in my stories all the time. Like, I'm impacted by other people's beauty and saying yes to their magic already. So why am I any different? Like, my life that I've lived and my experience that I had and my drop-ins are just as equally valuable as everybody else on this planet. And I love to join the party. And I'm just letting you know I'm scared. And I'm letting you know I'm going to take baby steps.